My wife's boy best friend told me she's only with me because he was married, so I shattered his delusions and showed his exactly why she chose me to be her husband. My wife's boy best friend told me she's only with me because he was married, so I shattered his delusions and showed him exactly why she chose me to be her husband. My wife's best friend Liam pulled me aside at our anniversary party and destroyed my entire marriage with one conversation. He'd been drinking champagne all night, getting louder and touchier with my wife Jasmine. I'd watched them laugh at inside jokes for 3 hours while I played host to 40 guests celebrating our 7th wedding anniversary. When I finally got a moment alone in the kitchen, he followed me, leaning against the counter with this strange smile. "You know you're just the consolation prize, right?" he said, swirling his glass. I asked what he meant. He laughed. Not mean exactly, but pitying. Jasmine proposed to him first 8 years ago. They were together all through college. She had this whole elaborate plan at the botanical gardens with his favorite flowers everywhere. He said no, because he was already engaged to Brooke. Jasmine didn't know about Brooke. He never mentioned her because he loved having Jasmine as his backup plan. He took another sip. She was absolutely destroyed. Cried for weeks. Then 3 months later, she met you at that conference and married you within a year. She needed anyone to prove she could be chosen. You were available and eager. That's all. I stood there holding a stack of dirty plates while he explained how he kept Jasmine close all these years because he enjoyed knowing she still wanted what she couldn't have. How he'd test her sometimes, little touches and comments, and watch her eyes follow him across rooms. "Brooke and I divorced last year," he continued. "Jasmine knows she's been weird ever since, probably wondering if she made the wrong choice." Then he patted my shoulder and walked back to the party. I spent the next 2 weeks watching everything differently. Jasmine did stare at Liam when he visited. She did text him constantly, more than she texted me. She kept a box of his college photos in her office drawer. When I brought up seeing less of Liam, she got defensive, said I was being controlling and insecure, said he was family to her. Fine. I started working late, stopped cooking her favorite meals, stopped asking about her day. She didn't notice for a month. 2 months passed. Then Liam started showing up more often. Sunday dinners, random Tuesday movie nights. He'd sit between us on the couch. He'd cook in our kitchen wearing tiny shorts and Jasmine's old college sweatshirt. I said nothing. 3 months after the party, I came home early from a canceled meeting. Jasmine's car was in the driveway next to Liam's. I walked in quietly. They were in the living room, sitting close on the floor going through college photos. "Remember when we thought we'd be together forever?" Liam kept saying. Jasmine was smiling in a way I hadn't seen in years. Young, alive. Then Liam said, "I made a mistake choosing Brooke. We both know that now." Jasmine didn't disagree. She just kept looking at the photos. That's when I walked in. They jumped apart like teenagers. I said I forgot some files and went to the office. 20 minutes later, Jasmine knocked. "That wasn't what it looked like," she said. "We were just reminiscing." I nodded and kept working. The next morning, I called Liam's ex-wife, Brooke, found her on LinkedIn, sent a message saying I needed to discuss something important about Liam and Jasmine. She called me within an hour. Turns out Liam didn't choose Brooke over Jasmine all those years ago. The truth was, Jasmine had never proposed to Liam. They dated maybe 6 months in college. Nothing serious. Jasmine broke up with him when she met someone else. Liam had been obsessed. Showed up at her apartment crying multiple times. Threatened to hurt himself if she didn't take him back. Campus security got involved. After graduation, Jasmine moved cities partly to get away from him. Brooke divorced Liam because he'd been stalking Jasmine online for years. Had a folder of photos of Jasmine and me from social media. Had been planning to break up our marriage since he found out we were engaged. "He's sick," Brooke said. I tried to get him help, but he refused. "Be careful." I sat in my car after that call, my hands gripping the wheel so hard my knuckles turned white. Everything Liam said at the party was a lie, but the truth was somehow worse, because it meant Jasmine had been either blind or complicit for 7 years. And I still had no idea how far this man was willing to go, or what my wife would do when I finally showed her exactly who she'd let into our lives. Click here to watch part 2 of the story.